Hey everyone, this is Matt. I just finished up a video walking through how to create a Next.js application from scratch and kind of talking about some of the concepts and then doing a little demo. That video ended up getting a little bit too long, so I thought I would record a quicker video just kind of showing the final results. So you can see here that we are um, in this Next.js application. I'll go ahead and run the development server, but essentially kind of the app architecture. So you need a pages directory, and inside that you'll have different JavaScript files, and the routing works based on the name of these files. So for example, this about.js, if you go to whatever your domain is /about, it will load this page. I also made a components directory with some reusable components that will go in there. But let me just show you kind of the app in a nutshell. So this is our index page, and so first let's look at this index component right here. We're essentially just rendering a div. First we have our nav component, which I'll show in a second, and then just a little h1 saying, hey, here's my index page. We have an about page, which is extremely similar. It's just a div with the nav at the top, and then a little h2 here that says, hey, you're on the about page. This nav component that I've kind of alluded to, it uses the link component from the Next.js library. And what that does is, instead of just doing a regular href on an a tag, if you put that href on this link tag, then Next will be able to figure out whether that page needs to be rendered on the server or on the client. So if we go back to our index page and our about page, you'll see that I'm doing a little check here. So I want to know if this page is rendered on the server or not. So this is just a quick way you can check in Next.js. Essentially, if there's a browser attached to the process, then you know you're on the client side, and if there's no browser, then you're on the server side. So you can see based on where that page is rendered or loaded, I have different logs going to the console. So that's kind of an overview, but it will make more sense as you see the application in action. So we'll go over to our browser here, and we're going to load just the index page of our app. So you can see here that index page that I showed, and you'll see that down here in the console that our page was loaded on the client, but also if we go back over here to our server console, we can see that this page was server-side rendered. Now as we go to the about page, you'll notice that this page was client-side rendered but not server-side rendered. So basically how Next.js works is that on the initial hard load of the page, everything's rendered on the server, and then once you're in the application, then the links are client-side rendered.